I don't know about you, but I love a good STEM challenge. And that's what we have here for you for this at home activity. We call it STEM Challenge, Seed Dispersal. And that's because we're going to challenge you and your family and friends to either competitively or collaboratively design some new seed dispersal mechanisms that will work for wind, water, animal dispersal, and self dispersal mechanisms. Now let's first talk about the materials list. Usually we give you a very specific list of materials, and there's some of that for this, but not a lot. The only things that you really need is one uniform seed to use throughout all of your tests. We suggest things that you already have on hand that are lightweight, small, and don't cost anything. So maybe you can use paper clips, or if you have some packing peanuts already on hand, or if you have some beans, like dried beans, or some sunflower seeds, any of those things can work really well to serve as your seeds. Everybody has to use the same seed to design off of. So next, you'll need things to test your seeds. If you're going to do a wind dispersal challenge, you'll need a household fan so that you can drop your seeds and watch them disperse. If you're going to do water, you're going to need to have a tub of water to time how long it takes for them to sink. If you want to do animal dispersal, you'll need a knit sweater or sock, something that you can wear or put on you so that you can walk and run and jump to test to see how long it stays on for. Organic material is best, so like wool would be the top choice. This sweater is cashmere, so something that is more like an animal's fur and less like synthetic. Then the next thing is an optional material, but also very fun, is balloons, so that you can do some self-dispersal testing. You would put your designed seed inside the balloon, blow it up, and then pop it and see how it disperses. That's a fun one, but don't do that if you think it's going to get your participants all riled up, unless you want that. Those are all the standard materials. After that, the sky's the limit. So you're basically going to raid your craft closet for things that you can use to design those dispersal mechanisms. Some ideas might be paper and tape, or things like streamers, cotton balls, dental floss, embroidery floss, and even things you find outside like twigs or bark, leaves, etc. You can use whatever fits your family's time, budget, and household supplies that already exist. Anything goes. Next, you'll need some scissors, tape, and glue for cutting and attaching things to your sample seed. You'll also need a measuring tape if you're going to do any kind of distance testing. That would be for the wind dispersal, or for the animal dispersal, or for the self-dispersal, the balloon testing. So you would need the measuring tape to see whose goes the furthest. And you'll also need a smartphone. That's for timing, and for video recording if you need to use a video recording element for fun or for just testing purposes. So that's all for materials. Essentially, the procedure for all of the types of tests is going to be the same. You're going to design, you're going to test, and then you're going to redesign and test again. That's the cycle of the engineering design process. And the process of designing and then redesigning and retesting is called iteration. And so it's great. It's not just a one and done challenge. You'll get to do it as many times as your learners are interested in doing it. In the PDF, we've described specifically how you would test for each kind of dispersal: water, wind, self-dispersal, and animal dispersal. So I'm not going to go into that too much here, but basically you always want to make sure to test a control seed, and that's a seed without any of the modifications on it, see how well that performs, and then test each of your seeds after it. And then redesign and retest. You can, like I said, do this competitively or collaboratively, whatever is going to fit well into your family or friend dynamic. You don't want to hurt feelings from somebody losing the challenge if somebody's going to feel bad about it, because the idea is really to have a lot of fun with this and to really think a little bit more deeply about how seeds disperse in nature. You can even use some research that you do on your own or some background information that you have from doing the previous parts of this module to help inform your design. And so that's why I suggest that you do this challenge at the very end of this module when you've done everything else. So I hope you have a good time with the STEM challenge about seed dispersal, and let me know how it went.